Hey everyone, welcome to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be exploring my childhood worlds, and so this is going to be on the Xbox One edition, but then we're going to switch over to normal Bedrock edition to show you what one of the worlds looks like today, because I did continue to play on one of those worlds, but first of all we're going to enter this nostalgic menu. I mean, look at this, just brings back the memories. We're going to be playing on my world that I made with my brother, so this was a survival world, but at the time I thought people that had like made so much progress, like enchanting rooms and like all their diamonds and stuff. I thought they were cheating, so I actually went into creative mode to get myself like an enchanting room because I did not know how to grind in like normal survival to get that. But yeah, that's the story of why it says it's created in creative mode. But let's just hop right into this because it just brings back so many memories for me just to be looking through these worlds. And oh, look at this. This was a castle I made with my brother, and before we do that, I'm actually going to show off these little two buildings, I guess. One over here. This used to say like armor shop or something, but the signs have since been removed. I don't know what they used to say, but there's like bows, and like I think that's the only thing that's in any of these chests. Like we have all these chests, and these ones up top don't even open. But like, I think that's all we had in them. It's like I guess we planned on making like a little town, but like we never really got that far, even though we played this world like so much. And then this is like a little basin here that I made, and we just got a giant floating tree. But yeah, this is like it's just like a little mountain base with too high walls, with too high ceiling, and we got a cow in here. And then this is just like a little cave, I guess, that I just made like covered with glass so I can walk over it. I think that's kind of cool though. But yeah. It's just like a world that me and my brother, we played on like so much. It was just like awesome. Just looking back and going through this world, and yeah, so it's like a tiny little castle, but it's really cool, at least to me. I mean, we were kids at the time, and it's just really fun to be back here. And like, this is a little thing, I guess, that my brother built. I guess he just traps mobs in here. So we have that, and then this is our little pond here, and we got like a ton of sugarcane. And I could have used this to make the library, but I didn't know how to grind back then. And right here is like our little fishing dock. And I think this used to be like the old kind of boat, not the one with the oars, but like the old type of boats. But this is the mine. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But first I'm going to show off the castle. So right off the bat, this is the armor shop. I never really put any armor in here really, except for like this leather. That I could have used the leather to make books and bookcases, but I just didn't. We have a tiny bit of gold, and then of course we have no diamonds, but this is like the one time I've ever used bricks in my life. And right here, here's a great to Greg, a loyal dog. I don't remember him, but may he rest in peace. And right here, this is like my brother's little manor. Like, I thought this was always so much cooler than my little house. That's my little hut right there, but I mean, look at this. He's got this just giant manor, and he's got the dining room table, he's got dogs everywhere, he's got his throne, and his paintings, and we didn't have that much stuff back in the day. Like, we had some diamonds, like, this is the amount of diamonds that he had. I actually had less, believe it or not. And over here, I remember this, like, he just made so many furnaces out of all of his excess cobblestone. This just always made me laugh. It still does to this day. But yeah, he had a lot more dogs than me. And this little hut here with the little farm, this is my house. And as you guys can see, I have only 6 diamonds to my name. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And here are my dogs right here. Alright, and over here, here's my little animal pen. I think I used to have mushrooms at one point, but I don't remember, but I don't know. And this is our little horse stable, and here is our portal to the nether. I don't think we ever had anything in the nether. But yeah, here's another floating tree. Here's the front gate. I think this was my brother's horse. And then this is the enchanting room that I made in creative, because I just did not know how to grind to get bookcases, like I said before. So yeah, I wish this world was 100% legit survival, but it just wasn't. And here's our infinite water source. And there's a bunch of torches everywhere. I never really noticed that until now. And you can go up here, and it's just like a little walkway around the entire castle. It's just like really cool to be in, and I don't think my brother ever had a way of getting up here. I guess he had to jump across, and he had like this little turret, I guess. Oh, there's a dog up here too, and you could go up in here, get a view of the land. I always thought that was pretty cool. And like we chose orange because of like the orange like Castle Crashers, I think they were called, like this skin. And yeah, we would always wear this on this world. So yeah, that was always really cool to be playing on this world. And let me go down and show you guys the mine. Let's see. It's just an iron golem here. And it doesn't look like a lot, but like we played on this world like so much. You know, it's just an awesome world to have. And like on console edition, like these minecarts go so much faster. You know, look at this. I would love it if they were this fast on Bedrock and normal Java, but yeah. So down here, like this giant staircase, this is what my brother did. This is where a lot of his furnaces went, and he made like the LeBron James logo right here. And he mined through a dungeon back. We didn't really know what they were back then, and like we just didn't want monsters to spawn, so we destroyed it. But when I was a kid, I swore like this like whole cave that we mined, I could have sworn it was bigger. And like up here too, I could have sworn that this was just like so much more like mined out. But it's like so tiny, just like coming back to it now. And like here's a little cave in here, but yeah, like that's all that we really did on this world. But yeah, this was a very important survival world to me, and let's move on to the next world I want to show you guys. Alright, so we're loading in here, and this is it. So this world is called Warships, and this is a world I play with my brother on a lot. This is our main creative world, and right off the bat, this sign used to say something, I don't remember what, but I burned it down because I just didn't like it apparently. But yeah, it was like reminiscent of the Stampy's Lovely World sign. But here is a giant ship that I made, and I guess like it's a recurring theme here. Like I just had these builds that I just didn't like, so I just destroyed them for whatever reason. But yeah, so over here, here's a little tank that was made. I don't remember the creator's name. I think it was like Tiggy's or something like that. I'll link his builds in the description below because there's more by him. But this was his tank that we built. And this is how I thought beacons used to work in the game. I thought this was how you made a beacon, and it worked, but it's not like a full power beacon. It's like, I just did not know how to play the game back in the day. And right here, this is my brother's little house. He had this little basement thing that you can go down here with, and there's like just a little dispenser that shoots fireballs, and like that's all that's down here. But if you head back out, I'll show you guys the inside of his house. Oh, forgot how fast you can fly on console edition. But yeah, this is his little house. You know, very nice, very cozy looking. He's got a bunch of discs and cake in there. And then this is stone house, like brilliant architecture. This is my house. And for whatever reason, I put my bed in the sand. So yeah, that's interesting. And then I just had a whole chest full of food here. In a nice, cool little design. And then here is my doorbell and my entire pen full of animals. A lot of horses, mules, donkey, sheep. And there's a lot of random stuff all over this world, but right here is the main thing. This is like the hangar that my brother built, and like pretty much everything in this world was made by Tiggy, so I think that's his name, but I'll show you. I'll link below all his builds. But yeah, this is like a plane that we had where the pilot got like shot, but still landed the plane somehow, and he got, even with this giant gash in his wing. And then over here are two other planes by the same guy. And here is like 4 maps, but it's like made up to look like a giant map of an entire world. So I always thought that looked kind of cool. And here's another plane, and over here, like this is another ship. I just started building, but then I just didn't like the look of it, so I just destroyed it. So I don't know why that's what I did, but it's just how things were back in the day. So we got another plane here, and another one up here. And then over here is like the big aircraft carrier. Like, I always thought this was like so cool. And it still is to this day. Like, we got these little turrets with like little naval sailors manning them. And like these anti-aircraft turrets here. And we got even more planes. We got a pilot in here. Yeah, I always thought this world was really cool. We got the American flag. And over here, this is like a giant TNT cannon that my brother built. And yeah, it just went all the way down to bedrock. And that was really cool. But yeah, there's even more guns on the back. And we actually made an interior to this I want to show you guys. So let me just head on over here. You go up these stairs, and this is the little, the bridge. Yeah, that's what you call it. And there's another map again, and I guess this is the captain. And yeah, you can go out here to the side and get a look of the runway. But yeah, this is the old version, like the childhood version. But now I'm going to show you guys what this world used to look like. I mean, what it currently looks like. But one more thing, I just want to show you guys, like, this is like a thing I think I got from like Pearl Harbor or something, like a naming thing for ships. So I call this thing the Gremlin, and like that's its aircraft carrier like number designation or whatever. And then over here, there's like some more beacons, and I think like here, there's just like this giant blown up mountain. And over here, here's another plane that my brother made. He made one out of wood, but he never finished it. But yeah, this was just chilling over here. And then I think there's another one over here in the forest somewhere. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Like, I don't know why, but I guess he just never got around to finishing these planes, or he just had something better to do. But now I'm going to be showing you guys what this world currently looks like, so let's get to it. Alright everyone, here is the updated, like, lays-to-date version of Warships. Like, this world's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I mean, look at that, look how sick this is. Now, pretty much the only things that are not tutorials are this Cleveland Indian Sea, that cross over there, and these little houses, but pretty much everything is from a tutorial. But like I said, from earlier on, we got the tank here, we got my brother and I's houses. All my animals despawned, I don't know why, but they did. We got like these little flat guns all around the world. We got a little Coast Guard patrol boat, and these are like little Hayabusa patrol boats or something like that. These are from MC Military Force. Like, I've built 3 of them, and then there's 3 more that I kind of just like loosely based. They're not exactly the same, but they are similar but smaller. This is like my own original build. Like, the only thing that's original here is this little speedboat that I made. So, this little dinghy. And it's supposed to be an American flag, but let's see here. But it's just the texture pack is funky with shaders on. But yeah, these patrol boats are awesome, and I love the look of them. And then here is a Black Hawk helicopter from MC Military Force as well. Okay, there's a lot to show off. Like, here's the hangar from earlier. Here is Cleveland Browns Stadium. It was loosely based off a tutorial for the Steelers Stadium, but they look similar, so I just decked it out in orange. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. So here is another Hayabusa patrol boat. This one is actually moving. It's got the smoke coming out of the stack, and I actually gave this one an interior. And there's a couple sailors in here. There's the steering wheel, some maps. And that map actually should be updated, because there are a lot more ships now. But yeah, that's for another day. And like, look how awesome this thing is. It's just such a cool build. Alright, and then we got planes. Here we have like a little, I think it's like a World War II turret, like mounted into the side of this mountain. We got, I forget what kind of plane this is, but it's again by MC Military Force. Check him out. He's got awesome tutorials. Like, look at this. How can you not like appreciate this? This is just so cool. But yeah, I'll link a playlist of all the tutorials I use on this world in the description below, because these guys deserve the credit, not me. But like, yeah, this place is just awesome. Like, all these builds are so cool. And I don't know the names of all the planes, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah, we got one over here. This one's been hit. And there used to be a little skin statue mannequin here ejecting, but he has since despawned. Yeah, this plane's been hit. Let's see. here is like a little thing from Call of Duty. I forget what it's called, but you guys probably know if you've played Call of Duty before. But yeah, there's that. Over here, I actually finished my brother's wooden plane, believe it or not. So, yeah, here's that. And so yeah, here are 3 more of those patrol boats. They're not exactly the same, they're just smaller and they don't have like the missiles or the lifeboats on the back. But yeah, and then I gave these ones like machine gun, this one at least, machine guns on the front, so that's pretty cool. And then here's the first aircraft carrier. Before, this time it's got like a little track, I guess, that the plane's launched off of, and it's got a plane coming up through this, like, I guess, elevator. And it's armed with machine guns and missiles. And then here's a smaller black stealth fighter. And, like, I never showed you guys before, but, like, coming in here, like, this was not the only, like, the bridge was not the only detail. Like, there's also a complete interior that I forgot to show off, so I don't know why there's zombies in here, though. But we got the mess hall, we got the kitchen, we got a bar, and then this is supposed to be, like, the power room. Like, these furnaces, so it's like an old ship. But yeah, this is like the power generator, and then a bunch of furnaces. And then, over here, this is the barracks. I created like 2 little officers' quarters for me and my brother. They're pretty much exactly alike. But I have no idea what this was supposed to be. I do not remember at all. But yeah, this room exists. And yeah, there's just a ton of beds. And then there's another aircraft carrier with even better looking planes from Tiggy's again. Like, he made the aircraft carriers, he made the helicopter, all the planes. And yeah, this one looks sick. It's got an American flag. And this one's got an American flag, and it's got machine guns also. It's like anti-aircraft guns. And then here's another like custom plane based off the ones by Tiggy's. This one's got machine guns and missiles. And then here is something, actually over here, we have a little helicopter. And this is a F-14 Tomcat from Top Gun, because like Top Gun is awesome. And then this is something that I've just never really gotten to work on. I was gonna build like a airbase, and I got the runway down, but like it just looks too short to me, so I wanted to like expand it, but I've never really gotten to doing it. I just don't know why. Like, I guess my main survival world is why, but hopefully one day I can get this as like as an official airbase, and hopefully that would look cool. But yeah, continuing on. I mean, this flyover just looks so cool. Like, such a cool area, especially with the shaders. And then here we have a stealth bomber. Gotta fly all the way up here. But yeah, this thing looks sick. And then you can get an awesome look at the stadium. And then over here, we got an X-Wing. This thing looks really cool. And then here we have like a little testing trunk that I use commands to dig up, because I would never mine this much by hand. Here we have a little elevator from a tutorial that I'll also link in the description. But like, it actually does work. So like, you go in here. Like, look at that. And there's more floors above it too, but like, it goes up and down. And that was like the video that helped me create my elevator in my giant like transportation tower in my survival world. Over here we have a little fish tank. I think that's an axolotl. There used to be other fish in here, but he killed all of them, so yeah. And then here we have like, I made this whole thing out of diamonds, and they just look so cool, like how they're all glowing like this. And there's a bunch of mobs. I guess I turned it onto hard mode, but it's turned back to peaceful. But yeah, this just looks so trippy. Like, that just looks so cool. And it's hard to see the exit now, but it's over here. And then here are some other tutorials that I used, but they didn't really work because I guess they were for Java. But then over here we have a Halo Pelican. This thing is really cool. Love the look of it. I really want to build some of like these tutorials in my survival world, but I don't want it to be all tutorials because I already have so many more. But like this stuff would look sick in my survival world, so who knows, maybe this will be coming to my world. And then here's a cross, and then over here we have a Chick-fil-A. Because, you know, why not? Chick-fil-A is amazing. And yeah, here it is. It's all decked out. We got, in here, we got the playground. I tried my best to make the playground. But, yeah, this was actually from a server that I made with a bunch of my... I actually used to work at a Chick-fil-A. And a bunch of my friends, we got together and made a server, and then they built this, and I just had it included here. Because, like, this place is just awesome. It's really awesome. And then we got a dining room, and we got bathrooms back here. And then we can actually go behind the counter. Here's, like, the drink dispensers and the ice buckets, and these are supposed to be the registers. And then here's the drive-through window, and then more drink dispensers, and like this is where you would pick up the food and deliver it to the customer. And then here's the lemonade stands, and you can actually go back in here into the kitchen. So yeah, this is really cool. Like they got the monitors and stuff like that, and they got bread and whatnot for the buns. Like back here, this is the freezer, like the deep freezer. And then this over here, we got like the cubbies and stuff, and we got the fridge, coat hangers and stuff. And then there's the manager's office, but and it's like what we call the cage. It's like where the dumpster was and whatnot. But let's see. There's also a giant like command, I guess, crater here. And in here, this used to be a baby cow, but he grew up, so he's not suffocating, surprisingly, but he's in there inside a 1x1 square living. But, yeah, I think that might do it. Like, this world is just insane. Like, I'm so thankful for, like, all these tutorials, because I know I can never do anything like this myself. We got, like, a Halo Hornet and Scorpion over here, and then there's also a, another tank over here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like oh my gosh, that scared me. Jeez. But yeah, this world, like, it's truly a blessing. Like, I'm so grateful for all of it, and it just looks insanely, insanely cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.